Hi. So, to be honest, this is the point where I find the films more interesting in the Amityville franchise or under the Amityville umbrella. The 2013 The Amityville Asylum is played in an asylum which is told at some point in the movie built upon the original Amityville house, but it really doesn't really have any connection to the original story. Partly because this is a British movie, not an American. So it's kind of a different continuity, but we already have the Asylum reboot, the 2005 reboot, the who knows what is going on with the original theatrical continuity. So the story is that some woman is trying to get hired to this asylum. During the interview, gargles something about respect because let's be woke or something. And to show this respect, she sneezes on the HR person. She got hired, of course, because otherwise we have no movie. But I was really not uh, thinking too highly of her at this point. On the other hand, I didn't mind the acting. The asylum is heavily understaffed, and this is part of the reason why she's hired. But it's ridiculous to the point because there are only two guards, no emergency signals, or anything like that, like camera supervision or whatever you want. There are not even medics during the night shift, what is just a scary thing to think about it. Because this is an asylum, people can take care of themselves. So if someone is starting to bash the head of him or herself to the walls, there will be a problem, or you know, they start to eat each other or themselves or just escape. Someone should take care of the situation, but there is no one. In case you care, the original Amityville horror is referenced like an hour in the movie. It is thought that this asylum is built upon the Diffia house and built after some John what's his name, who killed a bunch of Indians there. I think the scriptwriter either got confused and named John Father Jeremiah, or this is just, because copyright reasons and they didn't want to go there. It doesn't help the film, but it's, a minuscule detail, but on the other hand, the only connection to the original story. Now, this is a British production, as mentioned, and you instantly recognize a British production if you saw a couple of British films. It's very distinct from the Hollywood style or in general the USA filmmaking. And I wouldn't even mind that there are only a couple of actors in this thing. One of my favorite movie from the last maybe 10 years is New Mutants. That spin-off of X-Men. I really didn't like the first class and everything built upon it. But if you just, it's really not a good continuity with those. Look, in itself, separating from the whole X-Men titles, it's a good film, and it uses a very small crew, just a select few characters. We have there or mutants, and maybe like two-person, the chief psychiatrist, maybe one henchman under her. and it works because it's built upon it. It's built into the story that it is revealed that this is not just a simple asylum, but a top secret governmental facility where you are brought in if you are a problematic young adult who shows mutant powers and had caused trouble with them. So you are put there, and we don't put there more than the skeleton crew because we are working in secret and highly illegal, and it turns out it's not even government paid thing but some terrorist organization, and so on and so on. So I really recommend the New Mutants. I've loved everything in it. Here it's just we didn't have money. On the other hand, I like the location, I like the lighting, I like the cinematography, I like the actors. So it could have been a great movie. The problem is, this maid is running around this asylum. Nothing matters. Nothing has any connection to what the script actually turns out to be. Because there is a big bad boss, and it's a human big bad boss, who is a cult leader, who is the director of the institute, who wants to sacrifice 6 people to gain immortality. If I'm not mistaken, he accidentally sacrifices or kills, I don't really see the difference, more than 6 people, uh, but that's the story we end up with. The maid survives, but it's, well, this guy is seemingly becomes immortal because he manages to sacrifice his 6th victim, and you know what happened at the end of Buffy season 2. But we don't have a Buffy here, we got someone like in the Mouth of Madness, where the protagonist is just, locked into an asylum because the world is ending, and he will win. On top of the problem, it seems the movie even glorifies mass murder. Don't ask me how this slips through the censors or, the director and the scriptwriters, but that somehow feels wrong. Now, how to summarize this? Well, it's kind of watchable, especially if you dedicated yourself to grind through the Amityville movies. And this is kind of a refreshing idea is here, but I really wish the script either did something with the Amityville horror or just being its own thing and just being this good thing. It's a missed opportunity. Not, it's a missed opportunity.